Welcome to WTF, also known as What the F. We bring you wild stories from around the globe that make you say WTF.
Yeah, got some good ones. I got some good ones today. I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? Where do you find this shit? And I snapshot it all so I can send it to you.
Yeah. Let me just erase the ones from before. Are you ready?
Yeah, born ready.
All right, what's up, people? Welcome to News, Life, and Beyond. Our new episode of What the Fuck?
What the fuck?
WTF? Call it whatever you want to call it. This is a segment where we talk about stories from all around the world, crazy stories, give you guys a chance to talk to us about it and figure out how crazy it is and why people do the things they do. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this out to your friends so everybody can join in on the fun, because this is going to be some crazy shit. All right. Also, make sure you hit that notification bell so you can get notified of all our upcoming stuff. We got a lot of stuff going on this coming year, and you don't want to miss out on any of it. Got some new merch coming. Uh, you know, reach out, let us know what you want to hear. If you got any ideas or anybody that you want to bring on the show, we do interviews too. We do it all over here at News Life and Beyond. We go beyond.
That's the key word right there.
Hell yeah.
Beyond.
So let's start it off because Adam says he's got something really crazy for us, and I don't think he could top my story. Think you got me this time, man?
Yeah.
Think so? You've had a couple days to look around.
Yeah, I got this one.
All right, we'll see.
You ready for it? Oh.
I'm ready.
All right, man.
Go Diddy.
Licensed commercial lobster diver swallowed by whale.
Commercial lobster diver
A
swallowed by
commercial
whale.
lobster diver
That's
swallowed by a whale.
interesting. That's interesting. Let's hear some more.
All right, a humpback whale. All right, let's see. Let's get into it. A man was swallowed by a whale. This shit's crazy, yo. I gotta find where I left the page. I could sense it was moving. All right. The ocean food chain was a full evidence, but about 10 feet from the bottom, Packard suddenly knew what it truly felt like to be part of the chain. It's something truly biblical. Packard was swallowed whole by a humpback whale. All of a sudden, I felt this huge shove, and the next thing I knew, it was completely black. I can't take these stories out.
Black. I just got hit by, it felt like a Mack truck, and everything went black.
Just home from a brief stay in the hospital, Michael Packard still cannot believe he's alive.
And all I could feel was just muscle and skin all around me. I couldn't see anything, and I could feel the movement of the whale swimming.
I think I heard this one before. I think I read this article or seen a video about it or something on YouTube.
Yeah. Packard recalled Friday afternoon following his release from Cape Cod Hospital in Hyannis.
Oh, that's mass, right?
Yeah. I could sense I was moving. I could feel the wheel. I could sense I was moving, and I could feel the wheel squeezing with the muscles in his mouth, he said. He has never been swallowed by a whale. Initially, Packard thought he was inside a great white shark, but he couldn't feel any teeth, and he hadn't suffered any obvious wounds. It quickly dawned on him that he had been swallowed by a whale. I was,
You think?
yeah. Did you really
How
think
did he
that?
figure that out?
He said I was completely inside. It was completely black. Packer said, I thought to myself, there's no way. I'm getting out of here. I'm done. I'm dead. All I could think about was my boys. They're 12 and 15.
This is how you're gonna go, Michael. This is how you're gonna die. In the mouth of a whale.
Packard was in the water Friday morning off the tip of Cape Cod. He was diving, fishing for lobster. In the past, he's had some encounters with great white sharks. There is danger in the job.
When I kiss him goodbye in the morning, there's not a day that doesn't go by that I don't think about him and what he does.
Now, no one thought one of these would be a problem, a humpback whale. Packard says he never saw it coming, felt a bump, and everything turned dark.
Outfitted with scuba gear, he struggled and the whale began shaking his head so that Packard could tell he didn't like it. He estimated he was in the whale for 30 to 40 seconds before the whale finally surfaced. I saw a light, and he started throwing his head side to side. And the next thing I knew, I was outside in the water, said Packard, who lives in Wallafleet, or Wellfleet, however you say it. Packard's sister, Cynthia Packard, spoke with crewmen who relayed some of the details to her. Packard and Mayo saw the whale first to the surface that initially thought it was a great white shark. There was all this action at the top of the water. Packard said Mayo told her. Then the whale flung her brother back into the sea. Mayo picked him up, called by the radio to shore, sped back to the Providence Town Pier. A Providence Town Fire Department ambulance took him to Cape Cod Hospital. Thank God it wasn't a white shark, he says. Them all the time out there, said Cynthia Packard. He must have thought he was done. Based on what was described, this would have to be a mistake in an accident on the part of the humpback, said Robinson, director of humpback whale studies at the Center for Coastal Studies in Providence Town. Humpbacks are not aggressive animals, particularly toward humans, she said.
Of water included this diver.
Michael says he thought about his wife and 2 sons in the jaws of that whale, just thankful he's home with them again.
As soon as I landed in the water and was floating there in excruciating pain, I was like, oh my God, I'm alive.
The humpbacks was described by Mayo as being medium-sized. Michelle Packard said, and Robbins suspect it was a juvenile feeding on sand lance. I guess that's how you say that. When a humpback opens its mouth to feed, it bellows out like a parachute. A parachute blocking the animal's forward vision, which is why so many become entangled in fishing gear in their mouths and jaws, said Robbins. Even so, incidents of feeding humpbacks injuring swimmers and divers, especially instances of swallowing them, are so exceedingly rare as to be non-existent, Robbins said. I don't even know what that word is. Non-toothed whales is too small to actually swallow a human, but they could wrap their mouth around a large object, then spit it out. Robbins said that unlike toothed whales such as orcas, baleen whales that filtered out small schooling fish do not explore or cause injuries with their mouth. They generally use their tail. It's not something I've heard happening before, Robbins said on the incident Friday. So many things would have had to happen to end up in the path of a feeding whale.
That's pretty much the gist of it, right?
Yeah. Yep.
You know, they got swallowed by the whale or whatever, and had to be at the wrong place at the wrong time for that to happen.
Yeah. Like
Can you
what?
just imagine that though? Getting swallowed by, like, how did he not know that it was a whale that swallowed him? That doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't
you
get
know
it.
what I mean? Obviously that motherfucker jumped out of the water or whatever, or you know what I mean. However, well, I don't remember. I didn't hear how it exactly happened, but you know, it and you went into the mouth. So on the way into the mouth, wouldn't you know that okay, the whale swallowed me? Like what
Yeah.
else would you think? What else would you think it was?
Nah,
Or
good.
maybe he thought it was the big shark or whatever that he was
He
worried
could.
about.
He said he was a great white, but it was a great white. I didn't even think a great white could get that big.
Yeah, and I don't think he would have had a chance to think about it. That's
Crazy.
crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy. That's kind of yeah. So if somebody came up to you and told you that story, would you believe it?
No.
No. Yeah.
Would
I
you?
mean, not saying it didn't happen because it did happen, I guess,
Right.
but that is a crazy story.
Real crazy. Real
Yeah.
crazy.
So, what do you guys think about that? What would you do if you got swallowed by a whale? What would your well, I guess your first instinct, obviously, you'll be scared and you'd fight or flight mode, or you'd want to figure it out or whatever. But how would you go about trying to get out of it? Would you look for the mouth entrance? Would you look for the blowhole? Would you try to look for you know what I mean? What would you do? Would you punch it in the tonsils? Like
Like, what would you
pull
do?
his tongue, bite his tongue or something?
Yeah.
Like what would be your course of action to get out of this whale's
Yo,
mouth?
you would think most divers usually carry a knife or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe the dude didn't taste good, that's why the whale spit his ass out.
Yeah, no, probably just because it recognized that it wasn't something that it should be swallowing. Because the whales, they eat them plankton and shit and fish, small fish, schools of
Yeah.
fish and shit like that. So that's way bigger than any fish he's eating, I'm sure. And
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Who knows? I'm not a whale, so I don't
Weird,
know.
yo. I don't know nothing about whales, but I know they big.
I'm a whaler from New
Yeah.
London, not a whale. That's it. All right, good. So, for all of y'all that are out watching, make sure you come back and watch us again, because we're gonna keep having more crazy shit over here on What the Fuck, and you know,
What
it
the
is what
fuck?
it is.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing about surviving. You're talking to yourself and fucking lying. Stop lying, get right, and leave it all behind till you die. Yeah, that's the crazy thing about surviving.
When you show up to the podcast, make sure your story's straight and don't be lying on the podcast, because news, life, and beyond will set the tone up on your punk ass. So speak about the truth when you invited to the podcast. Yeah, hold that line, get you laughed at, or even worse than that, walk the streets and get you clapped at. And it's really not worth it, so really, where the math at? It's not adding up, it's only becoming a backlash. Everybody the toughest in their history is speaking, but news, life, and beyond ain't believing when you're reaching. Almost everybody preaching when we really should be teaching and recognizing the people that just be.
You're talking to yourself and fucking lying. Stop lying, get right, and leave it all behind till you die.
We out.